Hi everybody, and welcome to Virtual Sunday School. Well, we've been following Moses through some really great adventures. We've been seeing him do battle with the Pharaoh. We've seen him split the Red Sea. We've seen him speak face to face with God. Well, today we're going to see him face his ultimate challenge, the golden cow. So where we left off last time, Moses was on Mount Sinai receiving the Ten Commandments from God himself. Now, when God had finished the Ten Commandments, he said to Moses,
"You know what? You better get back down there because your people are starting to cause trouble."
So Moses was like, I wonder what's going on down there. Well, Moses had been up on the mountain with God for 40 days. So during this 40 days, the people are just sitting around and they're like, hey, isn't Moses supposed to be back now? What's holding him up?
Well, you know what? I don't know if he's ever going to come back, so I got an idea. Why don't we build, a golden cow that we can worship?
So, what were these people thinking? Did they think that there was some kind of golden cow up in the sky that was throwing down these flaming balls of ice, or that was splitting the Red Sea, or stopping the Pharaoh and his army with this tornado of fire? Come on. So getting back to Moses, as Moses is coming down the mountain, I could just imagine what he's thinking.
I know that God said they're getting in trouble. How bad can it be? It's probably like us. It's probably a couple of Greeks and somebody's arguing and they're getting into a fight. No big deal.
So what does Moses find when he gets down at the bottom? He finds that the people are having this wild party, and in the middle is this golden cow decorated with all of this stuff as, I guess, the DJ of the party or something. And Moses is like, I can't believe that this is happening. I have the written commandments of God, and here are these people who can't even wait 40 days for me to return. So Moses, seeing this in a fit of rage, raises the Ten Commandments above his head and said, "You Israelites are not worthy to receive these 10 Commandments written by God." And having said that, he takes them and he smashes the 10 Commandments on the ground, and they break into 1,000,000 pieces. Now, because of this great sin that the Israelites had committed, God punished them. But God's a merciful God, and so he gave the Israelites a second chance. So he had Moses collect all of the pieces, the broken pieces of the 10 Commandments, and put them into a box, which we know as the Ark of the Covenant. Then he had Moses rewrite the 10 Commandments onto a new tablet so that the people would always have the laws of God with them. And so, under God's direction, Moses led the Israelites to the edge of the promised land. This would be the land of opportunity, the land of food. In fact, they described it as the land of milk and honey. But before they entered in, Moses sent 12 spies into the promised land to just kind of make sure that everything was okay. After 40 days, the spies returned. So Moses said, "Okay, guys, what'd you find out?"
Moses, we got good news, we got bad news. The good news is, it truly is the land of milk and honey. It is gorgeous. The bad news is, there are some really tall dudes there. These people make us look like grasshoppers, and I just don't think that we can take them on. And in fact, I think probably the best idea is for us to head on back to Egypt and maybe become slaves again.
So now you can see Moses going, really? Seriously, people? You just saw God destroy an entire Egyptian army, and a couple of tall dudes cause you to lose faith. What were they thinking?
Oh, if only I had a golden cow to help me out.
And so Moses said, "Really? Again with the lack of faith?" And so God, seeing this, said,
"Okay, that's your second chance. You thought 40 days was bad? You are going to wander the desert for 40 years before you can enter the promised land."
So after 40 years of barely surviving in the desert under God's protection, the Israelites were finally allowed to enter into the promised land. And there they lived happily ever after for probably about 5 minutes. So what does this story tell us? Well, all of you, like me, have had times when you've been really stressed out. Bad things are happening, and you're thinking to yourself, where is God? God, why aren't you helping me? And we forget all of the good things that He's done in our lives. The family that He's given us, the home that protects us, the church and the community that loves us. These are all good things that God has protected us with. So let's not be like the Israelites in the desert and see God's glory and then all of a sudden 2 minutes later forget about it and go, oh, where is God? We have to remember that faith is believing that God is always there with us to protect us. So thanks everybody for joining us for this virtual Sunday school. Remember, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.